All right. We are live, and we're going to head to Texas. Going to go down there and drink some Texas bourbon tonight. And we've got some samples that were sent to us from Oscar, one of my Patreon members. He's actually an associate producer, and he sent us 5 samples of Garrison Brothers. So that's going to be really cool to try. And we waiting to see if some people can come on in. And then we're going to try some whiskey. And rye whiskey. I've known you of old. Actually, it's rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I surely will die. But I don't think we're drinking rye, but that's a good old Texas cowboy tune. There's Tater Dom.
Hey, Tater Dom.
How are you?
Yeah, welcome in.
And there's Scott. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
So, and there's Polly Walnuts.
Polly, how are you?
So good to see you guys.
Good to see you guys.
Coming on in. And Scott is he's one of our longtime YouTube members, and he's one of our longest Patreon members. Yes. So it's really, really cool.
Good to see you. And there's Oscar.
And there's Oscar. We were just talking about you, Oscar. He says, greetings from Texas Hill Country. So, if I break out into some old Texas tunes tonight, then y'all can just tell me shut up.
He's been practicing a little bit.
Last
5 minutes.
But I am so glad Oscar is already in here, because Oscar picked up some of these teams. Oscar sent us 5 samples, A, B, C, D, and E. And then he sent these cards, and we haven't opened them yet. He sent cards. This one's A, so I guess, we're going to start with A. And we're going to see what Oscar, he said it was different Garrison whiskeys, and that is so cool. So I thought, you know what? We're just going to try some Texas bourbons. I do have, as of right now, my favorite Texas bourbon that we'll probably crack open later, and that's still Austin. That's good stuff right there. And we'll probably try that in a little bit. And then we've also got Scott Lungwitz's favorite, TX, and it's got the nice little bolero tie on there. Look at that. That's so cool. TX. Scott told me, hey, try TX. It's really good. So I picked that up on a trip down to Texas. So pretty cool. So, and then, we've got some non-Texas stuff to try too. If Marshall and Alyssa comes in, we've got 2 little bottles of theirs that we still need to open, 2 little samples. So that's cool. So Oscar says, we picked up the 2024 Cowboy Bourbon on Saturday. I should have waited to send you some of this great bourbon. No worries, Oscar. You've done way too much. And there's Chris. Shout out from Houston, Texas.
Hey,
very
Chris
cool,
from
Chris.
Houston. Welcome in.
So yeah, Oscar, it's I'm gonna have to be on the hunt for some of these things. So don't, I love samples, but I like to find the bottles. This will really help me choose which bottle I really want to find too. So that's really cool.
Give us something to hunt.
So we're gonna try this A.
Oh, we gotta try it first.
No, we gotta see what it is before we try it.
Don't you guys try it first?
No, I want to know the name of what I'm trying.
Oscar, are we supposed to try it first and then guess?
No. How do we know?
We don't.
So this is this one A that we're going to try is a single barrel cask strength. It's a 129.8 proof. Wow. The master distiller is Dennis Todd, not sure. Selected and bottled in 2023. So that'll be interesting. This is A. So
All right,
let's crack open this. And cheers to Oscar. And there's the
hey, Steve.
cheer. He's West Virginia bourbon guy. He's been commenting on some videos. So thanks for coming on in. There's Terry Meyer.
Hey, Terry.
Our friends from Minnesota who we got so many people we need to meet. And there's
Steve
Hickey. And I'm glad Steve is in here already because I got the new issue of the Whiskey Advocate. And Steve has given us a subscription to that.
The gift that keeps on giving.
It's a really, really nice magazine.
It really is.
So I enjoy when I get that mail. I'm like, oh yeah, that's
it has
cool.
all kinds of
so it helps me keep up with my bourbon and whiskey knowledge, which is lacking actually. So, but anyway. So
all right.
This is Garrison Brothers single barrel cask strength. Oh, that smells good, but I can already smell that little bit of Texas. I call it a Texas funk, that Western funk. It's a little different from Kentucky. And when a funk doesn't mean it's messed up, it's just got a little different nose. It's a little different nose. And you can just tell it. Like even Alabama whiskey has this kind of stuff, but I still call it a Texas thing. But it smells good too. It's got a nice
aroma.
Got a nice little caramely.
It does. I was going to say caramel.
Brown sugar right there.
Oh, yes. You can really
well, look who's in the house. Combo. The Bourbon School.
Hello, Bourbon School.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate these guys. If you haven't checked out the Bourbon School's channel, go check them out. And I'll be honest with you. I don't watch a whole lot of bourbon people. I mean, there's a few that I go, but I really enjoy watching the Bourbon School.
Yes.
I mean, I really do. I don't know what it is. I guess it's their personalities and they're just.
I like what they do.
And they're just real. And most bourbon people are.
Yeah.
And there's Neil, who's been a member
for 15
months. He says he needs to try some bourbons.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Try it slow.
You can try them with us, Neil.
He said it's that high heat Southern funk. That's exactly what that is. Yes. You get that in Alabama, a little Mississippi, and even out west with other stuff. And there's Love Yes Music says late guy never has to bring anything. He just shows up.
Hello, Love Yes Music.
Yeah. I just like wearing my cowboy hat sometimes. West Virginia Bourbon guy says sipping on a Still Austin pick from Mash and Journey. Cool. Finished the Garrison Cowboy sample last night. Starting to enjoy Texas whiskey. Very cool. Yeah, I love Still Austin. That Still Austin's good. So I might be loving some Garrison Brothers right now. I know.
This is smelling good, Oscar. And I have a tendency to like single barrel too.
Yeah. Bottle A was picked by the master distiller. It was sold on Black Friday 2023. We got to do a Zoom call with him to go over his pick.
Nice.
Dang, Oscar.
Very, very cool.
Oscar's a legend.
Yes.
He knows all the peeps.
And there's John Shenk.
Yep, John Shenk. Juggling 3 live streams tonight.
Wow.
Well, this one's the only one that counts. And Bourbon School says, thanks. Love you guys. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and I'm going to sip this whiskey.
There's Chip.
Oh, wow.
Good evening, Chip.
It does have that little Southern Texas funk, but that is really, really good. That's so sweet. Get some heat too at 129.8.
Oh, yeah.
Chip says, in honor of the Texas Bourbon theme tonight, pouring a glass of Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon 2023. 140.
Nice. Oh.
Woo!
Whew.
That's a Cask drink.
This 129 is, whew.
This has got some heat to it too.
Got some heat. It's sweet heat with a little Texas funk.
It does have that little, and it's not really, guys, unless you've tried it, it's not a bitterness. It's not I'm not really sure how to describe it other than it's just this little, I don't know. It's just the funkiness.
It is. It's like it is hard to describe.
But God, that is good. And a long finish too on that.
Uh-huh.
But mostly it's a heat
Get the
finish.
heat right here.
I'm not. There is a little tad of bitterness in there, a little tad. And we won't be scoring these because I don't own the bottle. So I will say there's a really good story when I was in Las Vegas. John says he hasn't tried Texas bourbon. Today is Australian. Neil says today is Australian football grand final, and Katy Perry will be performing the pre-match entertainment.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That ought to be fun. So the guy at Total Wine said that when he first started, the Garrison brothers first started doing their first round of Texas whiskey, they must have been using smaller barrels, and he said they all kind of gets exploded, busted out at the seams because of the Texas heat.
Oh yeah.
So he lost
a
couple $1 million, but it didn't really phase him. He just got bigger barrels and started the whole process over again. So I don't know how true that is. I do believe the guy at Total Wine knows what he's talking about. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it was an interesting story. So I do like this.
Yeah. I'm liking this pretty good.
Little heat, little cinnamony, but it has the flavors kind of in, but then the heat kind of lingers.
Now that was my third sip,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't get as much heat that time. I don't know if it's just because I've already kind of got accustomed to it a little bit
mm-hmm.
after 2 sips, but the third sip was even better. It's amazing how you can do that too. How each sip can be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So the West Virginia bourbon guy says, when you get up to Devil's Due, let me know. I'd like to share a pour with you guys. We will be back. Actually, I just talked this week to Ken Walker, the distiller up there at Devil's Due. And I'm going to do a live stream with him towards the end of October. And then I got a couple other things to do. And I'm going to do a barrel pick, hopefully. And then in the spring, I talked to him about possibly doing like a meetup in the spring or summer. And inviting some other YouTubers. I told him I'd like to invite some other YouTubers to come up. And then the 2 or 3 fans that I have and the members can come and just hang out for the day. And it's right there in Charlestown. You got the casino there if you want to do that. There's plenty of motels. So we'll just meet for the day, try some pours. I am going to invite some other YouTubers to come. As soon as I get a date set with Ken, I'll start asking some of you and bourbon school will be on the list. And then people can come down and visit us, say hi. So that'll be pretty cool. Then we'll go bet on the horses.
Yeah.
So anyway, so there'll be more about that later, but that's some really cool stuff with Devil's Due Distillery coming up. So everybody's saying here, Straight Up Sips is in the house.
There's
So
Marshall and Alyssa. Good evening, guys.
So Marshall, we're trying all this Garrison and Alyssa, but we're also going to hopefully try your last two. We've opened the other ones up, but we got NBC2, the Nashville Barrel Collective or Collection. Is that what it's called? Nashville Barrel Company. So. Nashville Barrel Company. And that's number 2. We already tried one like a couple of live streams ago, and then we're going to try the Southern Collective. So we're going to try those later, but we're going to go on now to
B.
We did A.
You got B right
which, if I own that, that's definitely a high 70s, low 80s-ish down there, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Really good. So now we're going to try the B. Tell us about it, honey.
We'll get this open here.
There's
Hello, Kim.
Kim says, favorite shows on. There's Jer. He says, hey, Uncle Walt and Aunt Tina.
Hey,
Good
Jer.
to see you, Jer and Kim. We had a great time. If you hadn't seen the video we did with Kim and Jer and Gatlinburg, then, as soon as this is over, just watch it later on. Watch it like 17 times.
And there's Nathan.
And my boy
Fireball.
Nathan. And Nathan.
Good evening, Nathan.
I got to do it. Nathan has given me so many bottles, guys.
We're going to have to do.
So we're going to do like just me and Nathan. Just going to sit there and open up
Nathan bottles
till we pass out. It ought to be fun. It ain't going to be
That's
pretty
a lot of
the next day, but it's going to be fun.
Going to have to clear your schedule.
We'll see if maybe Chuck Wright, whether he wants to come in or not. We'll see. Jared says they had a blast. And there's Chip. And guys, your stuff was mailed. Chip and John. So your stuff should be on the way. Did I miss any comments, Tina?
I don't think so.
Did we say hi to Chip? We did, didn't we?
Yes.
He's a new Patreon member. We love our Patreon members.
I said hi to Chip. I don't know if Walt did or not.
Yeah. We love us guys. We love our YouTube members too. We love everybody. And if you don't join, we just love you too. So, all right, we're gonna try B. Did you tell us about B?
Not yet. I'm getting another
She can't even say that word.
B. We got the Garrison Brothers Gaudalupe Port Cask Finish.
Did you say pork?
Port.
Oh, I thought so.
107 proof, bottled in 2023.
Cool. So the Gaudalupe Port Cask Finish. Wow.
How'd I do, Oscar?
That smells very different. That smells very different.
Chip got his shirt and stickers. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Heather. You must be Chip's better half.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Chip is sharing his pour with me.
Awesome.
And then West Virginia Bourbon Guy's telling Marshall and Alyssa that he got an Oz Tyler Weeder from a Southern Collective back in July. Awesome pick. Awesome.
Nice.
We got stuff. Guys, if I fall behind on it, you know the rules. If I miss your comment, it's Tina's fault. You know the rules.
Oh, and there goes Kim and Jer flirting in the chat.
Who are they flirting with?
Jer's flirting with Kim.
Well, when she's sitting right there beside him. Was he Jer out of town? Here you go.
All right, guys, this is the...
They are always smooching on each other.
Yeah. If you
They're
missed it,
so sweet. Sweet couple.
if you missed it, this is the Gaudalupe Port Cask Finish, 107 proof.
Now, Heather says she's glad to be here. We're glad to have her.
Yes.
Does that smell like butterscotch?
Let me get it.
That smells like
I
butterscotch.
gotta open it up a little bit. Look at that color.
God, I know. That's like a wine color.
That is so unique.
Wow.
Very, 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 very port color.
That's butterscotch.
Oh my goodness. That is completely different than the.
Is it butterscotch or am I losing my mind?
I'm getting a.
Whew. And some.
No, I'm getting a. I don't really get butterscotch. I'm getting almost like a floral in a way.
I'm getting like a cherry cobbler with butterscotch crust.
Maybe it's.
I'm not
maybe
lying.
It's a red or dark fruit that I'm getting rather than
fresh
floral,
cut
maybe.
grass. No, Jared's not. And we're trying the daggone. What was it? We brought him a bottle of something, and we opened the bottle. He's like, it smells like asparagus, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, that was the
Elmer T. Lee.
And there's Allison.
Where's Al?
Hello,
Hey,
Allison,
my sweet, sweet daughter.
How are you this evening?
Good to see her always, and she's going to be coming into town for my grandson's birthday. He'll be 1 year old, so that's going to be so cool.
Everybody's saying hi to Allison.
Yeah.
And there's Thomas Anderson. Good evening, Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas.
Welcome in.
Cool. So cherry cobbler wrapped in butterscotch. Yeah, it's definitely cherries. I'm not getting the butterscotch
I'd
as
say
much now.
the cherries.
Cherry
I would
cobbler.
agree with you on that. I didn't get butterscotch at all.
I'm still getting butterscotch and cherries.
I'm definitely getting cherries.
And then there's something else.
A darker fruit, maybe almost a like a plum.
It's like you know how some wines are dry. I don't know if a port wine's supposed to be dry, but there's a little dryness at the end, the back.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting that. It is not as much heat, of course, being a lower proof than the first one. I would expect that, but
this is really not my jam. I've had some port casts and they're pretty good, but I definitely prefer that single barrel cask strength. I prefer A to B over B.
I might be getting like almost like a raisin.
You could be. And guys, different background. We're in our living room because last time when we tried to go to the studio, we've got to fix the Wi-Fi problem. We kept circling a couple of times, so we're going to hold off till we get that finished, and that's why we're in here.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of time to work on it yet. So,
and let's see.
There's BB.
Cheers from Northern Michigan tonight, up at our summer place for the weekend.
Oh,
wow,
nice!
Very cool.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Good for you.
And that's probably a good place to get out of the daggone storms we've been having. It's been. I was going to talk about hurricanes a lot, but it moves so fast, and it's just really not much I really want to talk about. So I'm just glad it's gone.
Moved on.
Love, yes, Musa. For those who care, Virginia Tech is leading Miami 24-10 at the end. Well, that is pretty cool because Miami's supposed to win the conference, but that's neat. Well,
there's BB.
Turquoise BB.
Hello.
Well, say hi. Did Dave come in? Did we miss Dave?
Where's Dave?
Because we missed him. Sipping on a Devil's River small batch Texas whiskey, good and cheap too. We've been trying to meet up with BB and Dave for like 17 years.
We're
going to have to do it.
I don't know if Murfreesboro got hit any with
I bet
the hurricane, but we got some pretty significant rain around here and some high winds today too.
She likes the decor. So I don't.
He's not loving this setting tonight.
No.
So maybe this will boost us to get out there and get the studio done.
Allison says it looks amazing too. She likes it too.
Thanks, Allison.
And Kim says she see all these women. Oh, I love this. I love. And the men like, give me some wood.
Ladies. Thanks to all my ladies.
Oh, Jared says he's eating poutine. No, we're not, Jared. You did not have to.
I get like a sweet. It's
Dave's having. There's Dave. He says,
kind of like a
"Hey,
raisin.
y'all. BB told me earlier that Roanoke had a tornado. We did. Last night. 2. They were coming towards our house.
Mm-hmm.
I walked outside and I said, go the other way. And they thought that I was Pecos Bill. So they left because I told them I'd ride them out of here and whip their rear end. So they turned and hightailed it. This is true. It's a true story.
Y'all believe that? Okay. All right.
I'm liking this more and more drink when I
right
drink
here.
it, but it definitely has that you can taste that wine flavor.
Definitely has
Wow.
the bitterness, the dryness, and I get raisin.
It is a little raisin.
That's my final taste.
And guys, we never ever look at tasting notes unless somebody puts it on the bottle and we just happen to read it. So we could be so far off. But you know what? You're really never far off because it's your sip. It's whatever you think.
There's Dave. He said,
Thanks, Jared.
BB said Dave was having phone issues.
Yeah, and he's talked about the tornado coming.
Yeah.
We had warnings. All right, we're going to move on to C already. So I would give the B. It's in the 70s. I can't score it because I don't own it, but dang, that's so nice. And you know what? This is what's cool is we still got half pours. We can check them out later.
Yep.
I like that. Thank you so much. These are nice. Guys, all these little samples came from Oscar, who is one of our Patreon members.
Yep.
And Oscar's such a good guy. He's an associate producer. And he lives in Texas Hill Country, which is beautiful country. And he likes that Garrison Brothers.
Yes, Steve, we saw that. It was rotation, but no actual funnel clap, or touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'd seen the funnel coming down, I'd have ridden that.
That's because Pecos Walt here wrote, shoot it out of town. Whatever he said.
So what's everybody drinking? Downtown Chimney Rock has been completely wiped out by fire. Wow. Dang.
Oh, that's awful. That's one of my
that is a beautiful place.
Favorite places.
God, that's awful. And I know Asheville,
Chimney Rock.
These Appalachian mountains are getting hit hard, and the wind, because the mountains are higher, that wind is at a higher elevation, and it's really wreaking havoc. Plus all the drainage coming off the mountains. There's the rivers haven't even crested yet. It's not good.
Hi to Dan. Allison, tell Dan we said hello.
Yeah, tell Dan we said hi. My brother lost 6 trees in Tick Hill, South Carolina.
Oh my gosh. Marshall said every store on the left side of the road got carried away. Oh my word.
That is so awful.
Oh my word. We have videos from Chimney Rock. I guess we'll treasure those.
We went down there and we ate at that. I can't remember the name of the place.
Can't either. But you can see it in the video.
That's so messed up.
That breaks my heart.
And Gatlinburg is flooding.
I think it's getting flooded pretty bad too. Yep. And we were just there a couple weeks ago.
No, Andy's drinking lemon drop martinis. That's what he likes, lemon drop martinis.
And eating a Johnny Rocket burger.
And he does like Johnny Rockets.
He does.
I do too. Oscars, I'm betting you'll enjoy. I've enjoyed both of these so far. Those are really cool. So C, we're going to C. Did you want to read it again, Tina?
Oh, you can this time if you want.
Oh, Tina's going to let me read one.
I'll read the next one. I'll get the bottle ready
Right.
and the glass.
We'll see what this is. This is Lady Bird. Lady Bird Johnson, I guess. Ooh, a cognac cask finish. Yeah, because remember we did that old elk cognac cask finish, which was pretty daggone good.
Yeah.
And so the C is a cognac cask finish. It's a Garrison Brothers again. And 114 proof bourbon infused with honey. Oh my goodness. Wow. Bottled in 2023. Wow, Oscar. Ooh, Allison has a dry white burgundy wine. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to everyone. Dang. We had somebody where I used to teach in Craig County. A lady was injured and two of the police officers a lady died.
Right.
We don't know if the police officers died. We do know they were injured up in Craig County. I tried to call some people, and I think their phone service is out because I know a lot of people, that's where Tina's from.
Yep.
And we're trying to figure out who that was. And hopefully, I mean, it's bad news. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. But either way, but it's bad. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It's very sad.
Thank you, Jer. Turquoise BBs wants some wine.
Well, this is cognac, and the other one that we just had was port finish. So it's kind of,
Yeah, but it's got bourbon. It's infused with honey. Bourbon infused with honey in the con. And also, there's a good question. Where's Craig County? That would be west of us, northwest of where we live. It's like 20 minutes from Salem. You go Salem northwest on Route 311, and you get to Craig County. I actually was the assistant principal and athletic director there. I coached basketball there, and so we know that area. Tina went to school there.
Yeah, my whole family lives there.
Yeah. And it's sad. And what happened to Chimney Rock, which is a beautiful place, says in Charles, South Carolina, not much damage at all. Lost power for 6 hours, but back on. Amen.
Oh, okay.
That's good to know.
Yes.
All right, let's try this.
All right.
Cognac cask finish with the bourbon infused with honey.
114 proof. What are you getting?
Honey and some kind of red fruit.
This one's
not much. I don't smell
brighter.
Much. I don't smell much ethanol. Cinnamon. Like a lot of cinnamon. The honey lingers. Wow. That was a long, like honey lingering finish.
Very.
Wow.
At first, it like hits me with the cinnamon, a little bit of heat, and then it gets sweeter as it goes back, and the sweetness lingers. And I guess that's the honey, but
that's what I get. Wow.
It's
that's full of flavor.
You know how you say you get an aftertaste, and like it's kind of an aftertaste.
Oh, it's a sweet. It's a sweet.
And it's a nice aftertaste.
I got to get a bottle of that. That's in the 80s, big time. That is good. Lady Bird.
That's good.
So
That's good.
Gosh, that is really, really.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right, Oscar. Oscar knows us.
I know.
It the viscosity. It's a little thick too, like bubbles up on your tongue a little bit, then it smooths out. It leaves that nice honey aftertaste to me. That's just.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of different flavors in there. There's some little oakiness, some spiciness,
cinnamon.
Very good.
That's good. Yeah, you might like this, BB. That is a good sipping whiskey.
Cool.
Bourbon.
He said this was the 2020 release of Lady Bird was the first release of this annual expression. Wow. That's so good. Thanks for sharing that, Oscar.
Yes.
Very cool. So,
clean my palate. Gosh, that's good. I could go back to that.
Oh yeah.
That's a good sipper.
Yeah. That is good. That is good. I was going to show you we're talking about the hurricane where it mostly hit, and I think I accidentally deleted the video, but I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right, so if you see this screen, my grandmother used to live in Chiefland. Is it showing the screen yet, Tina?
Oh, mine's on delay, so I have to wait a minute.
Okay, so it's there now. All right.
Yes.
So my grandmother used to live in Chiefland, which is right up here, as you can see. Chiefland is right there. Okay. And so she lived there for a while. She lived all up and down the Tampa Bay, above Tampa Bay, different places. And we would always go to Cedar Key to swim. So we would drive down here. It's like a 34-minute drive. And we'd drive down here to Cedar Key. And they had like picnic tables. Just an absolutely beautiful place. Now, a lot of it got developed. So there were houses being built. But this island right here was really, really cool. You cross this bridge and a great place to swim and stuff like that. It was so beautiful. But that got like 9-foot surges. So the waves were 9 feet tall hitting this. And I had a video, but I accidentally deleted it. Somewhere. So yeah, I deleted that. So I won't show you that. But there's a good video of like Cedar Key damage. I mean, it was wow. You can just imagine, just devastated that area. So because that storm was 130 miles per hour, or almost, I think it was 140. But as soon as it hits land, it starts weakening. So that was something else. And then just, having memories of being there, swimming on that, on the coast right there is just brought back some memories for sure. So anyway, So now we're going to go on. Tina, you're going to read us about D?
Yep. I'm going to get some. Oh, shoot. We need a napkin or something there.
Ooh. Dang.
What's that?
Marshall and Alyssa said they had 90 miles per hour wind gusts.
Wow.
Wow.
I know it was up there. I was actually what we were watching last night thinking about you guys.
North Carolina and South Carolina got, up in the mountains. The mountain areas was the worst.
Yeah, it was.
Laguna?
Okay,
tell us something.
The Garrison brothers Laguna Madre, I think is how you say it. This is 101 proof, finished 4 years in limousine oak, bottled in 2023.
Limousine oak. So what's the difference between limousine oak?
Oh, I don't know. Oscar? Oh, he says sample D is a powerhouse.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we're going to have those in Devil's
We're going to have these in
our little Devil's
Due distillery glasses.
Yep.
Did we show our hey guys, we are pretty much almost out of these, so I've got to order these, but if you become a Patreon member,
you get one for free.
You can get one of these if you join at the YETI level, I think it is. So that's cool. And of course you get a t-shirt too. So that's cool.
And Marshall said that's a killer bottle.
I might need a little bit more of that.
It's a
it's a killer.
It's a powerhouse. And
we're saving some for later.
Hello, Tony. Welcome
Tony
in.
MTZ. All right.
Welcome in. We are trying Garrison Brothers Laguna Madre.
Yeah, those are pretty glasses.
Samples from our Patreon Oscar.
Oh, wow. That's
from Texas.
That's nice on the nose.
Whew.
Laguna. Guys, if you ever go through New Mexico, you have to stop in Laguna. Go to have a Laguna burger. Oh my gosh. Actually, just get in your car and drive to New Mexico right now and get a Laguna burger. And don't go anywhere else because it's all fake. You have to be in New Mexico and get the Laguna burger. You'll see the signs. You stop in there and you get one. Oh, that's a great burger. That's like maybe the second or third best burgers there are. He's West Virginia Bourbon. I said it's pretty good. He said he had to sample this. All right, I got to get my game face on.
Yeah. Let me get my palate clean. Oh, I'm gonna need more water.
That smells more like a traditional bourbon than anything else.
Yeah. So 101 proof. It's hitting me like maybe more.
Wow. Gail Moore, my buddy Gail Moore sent me this. He said I-40 East is gone between Tennessee and North Carolina. This is what he just sent me.
Oh my gosh, and we were getting ready to. Holy moly. Let me see. Jeez. That is crazy, y'all.
Look at that. I mean, the whole, guys, I don't know if you see this picture, but eastbound is like.
Yeah.
Eastbound is collapsed in. If I can get it to focus.
Really.
Look at that.
There it is.
That's east.
Holy moly.
Wow. The ground was so saturated. Maybe you could see it like this.
And And Dave said they heard Newport, Tennessee is flooded.
Yes, I just saw that before we came live, that Newport is really in bad shape. So the Gatlinburg area, that Newport is in what they call Cock County, Cocké, and which is right next to Sevier County. Gosh, this is, the aftermath of that storm coming is just really, really, really tough.
Yeah, and I think we've gotten the majority of the rain we're supposed to get.
Yeah.
Wow. It's still raining though. Right now, I think.
Oscar, you're right. This is really good. 101 proof. It doesn't have that Texas funk, does it?
Not as much.
It's just got it's just like caramel, vanilla. It's a little brown sugar.
Good. But my first sip, it feels like a higher proof than 101.
Not to me.
Like it did to me. Now maybe my second sip will be different.
To me.
But the previous, what was it, Ladybird? Was 114. I think.
Yeah, but it
didn't hit me like that. So
yeah, but
let me try a second.
This is good. You sipped it wrong.
She
sipped it wrong.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely high 80s.
That is good.
But yeah, I mean, it's like now you compare this to Wild Turkey 101. I mean, this has so many more flavors. I guarantee you, if you sip this yourself, you're going to get some other flavors than what I'm getting. Because it's just, I could sit here and talk about it. Like it's got lots of flavors.
It definitely does.
Well, daggone, I'm trying to pull up this one. It says I'm drinking Wild Turkey 101 now. Can't beat Wild Turkey 101. It's good for any occasion.
That's right. Black ties or barbecues, either one.
Yeah. And Wild Turkey 101 does not do good in blinds. No, it doesn't. But it's just, I don't know. It's still good. I like it. This is so and it's got that, and I'm just amazed it's only aged 4 years, because it seems like it is, because it's got so many flavors.
Seems like well aged.
Yeah, so maybe that's a Texas thing. All right, dang, that's really cool.
Good, Oscar.
Oscar, that's good. Now he's gonna have me on the hunt for some more of these things. Nathan, I don't know why you don't have any Garrison if he's in here. I know he's watching. If he ain't asleep already, or he's betting horses. And Nathan goes out. He buys 6 bottles a week. And I don't know. It's like, I think he's going to open up a museum.
He's got a collection.
He has got the big collection.
I have another.
Lots of great taste. I'm in it for the buzz. All right, we're going to do the last E sample. He says, I'm sorry. Well, I should have done that one first. He said, the E is not as good as the rest, Oscar says. The E is not as good. Oscar, I will say this. I guess from listening to me talk and stuff, he kind of gets a sense what he knows I'm going to like or not. And you read the last one? Yeah, you did?
Yeah, I read the last one.
Oh, did you?
I gave you that one.
Well, I can already see a problem made it out. So when you took it out of the barrel, it was only
But
94
it's a
proof.
single barrel.
Right. But it's
Let's
still
see.
probably good. Bottled 2024.
Lower proof does not.
Oh, but it's a store pick too because it's selected by them. It smells good.
It doesn't bother me when it's a lower proof.
Now I'm getting more of the Texas funk on this than normal. Might need to warm it up. Got to swirl it around, get it nice and warm.
Did you have the fireplace on? Can warm it up.
You know, that's really sweet, but it doesn't have much of a finish, but it's still. And Lights Creek Dave says, what is Texas? I don't know. It's just a, you know, funk doesn't mean it's bad. It's just a different, it's got a funky groove.
Yeah.
Like it's a different groove than a Kentucky bourbon whiskey. And it's, you get this in like these, like the bourbon school said earlier, that in these warmer climates like Mississippi, Alabama,
Texas,
Nevada, some other distilleries like that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it has anything to do, but it must, because it just doesn't age or whatever the same as it does in like Kentucky, because it's warmer or stays warmer or hotter.
Yeah. In Kentucky, those barrels, and I've said this before, because of the weather, the barrels are shrinking and expanding, going back and forth throughout the year. And that's what makes Kentucky bourbon different from everybody else. Funky Groove is one of my dance. And Allison, you're going to have to tell him what is a snapback? Maybe she's wanting a baseball cap with Bill Coleman, BC.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Allison, what is that?
But we'll just have to give her one of these, Bill.
That's right.
But she could tell you.
Funky Groove is one of Jared's dance moves.
And Love Yes Move, it says a hat, baseball cap. So yeah, Bill, okay, you got to make some hats. It's that Texas heat. That's exactly right. And I enjoy 70s funk the best. Yes, 70s funk. I mean, that's
you
good
know what?
stuff.
I'm gonna start eating. He calls it Texas funk. I'll call it. It's that Texas forever.
Texas forever.
It's that Texas heat.
I like this. I like this. I like it a lot. I think I would score this in the 80s.
I like it too.
I mean, it is very sweet. I like it.
And I would have expected a lower, like, to me, it tastes like it's got a higher proof than 94. But
one size fits all, Bill. Get those snapbacks. You got the little things you can adjust them. They're adjustable, I guess.
Yeah.
So
those are
Oscar says he's shocked. Yeah, he thought he knows that I usually like a higher proof, but
right.
I mean, I guess what I like about this is very sippable.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's
like
it doesn't challenge you like some of the other little higher proof, like the first one. It's a little challenging. I like that though. I like that little.
Yeah.
So
I would say, like, I really enjoyed each one of these.
No, Bill.
Differently.
No, you're not. Don't even. He's the best dude I've ever seen in my life.
No, not at all. I didn't know what it was either, but then when she explained it, I got it.
Yeah. Shoot, yeah, I had my I had my platform shoes and my bell bottom pants and my what do they call them? Suits, leisure suit. I had that light blue. Man, yeah. Bill is a gentleman. Yeah, he said that's the cheapest bottle, and that's sometimes
that's right.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you just want something like that, like something that you can just go to sip. It's got a short finish, but it's sweet. So it's dangerous because you're going to keep sipping on. Oh, that's good. Give me some more of that. So.
I've really enjoyed these.
Yeah, all of these. I liked every single one of them, actually. So I used to not be a big Garrison Brothers fan. I went to the
Virginia.
It was a beer, bourbon, and barbecue festival.
Yeah.
And Garrison Brothers was there. And I tried their sample. I think at that time, they didn't have all this. They just had the one. And I was like, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. But
Ronnie
some
C.
of these were really good. Hey, Ronnie.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
We do love Ronnie. How would you rank them first to fifth? All right, first. That's gonna be tough. I've forgotten already.
All right.
I think
Okay.
D.
Here's all the ones. Let's see.
I think the Laguna Madre was first. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Lady Bird. No, I think Laguna Madre. I would say D, the Laguna Madre. I really like that. It was 101. I think C, the Lady Bird, was really good.
So D first, and then C.
And then the A and the E and the Gaudalupe would be E, the last. Wouldn't you say? What do you think?
You mean B? It'll be the last. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say D, C, A, E, and B.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
read them out. What do you think?
I mean, I would probably agree with that. I may put
C higher.
Yeah, I might put C first. I really enjoyed that one. And then this, I'm gonna have to say, like, this last one, probably second. So that would be my second one. All right. So in order, you liked the Laguna Madre first. You just said all this. The Lady Bird was your second. The single barrel cask strength, which was the highest proof one, 129.8, was third. Then your the single barrel, the last one we tried, was fourth. And then the Gaudalupe port cask, fifth.
Yeah. And I would have to own these to score them, and then I would be really serious about it.
Yeah.
But,
it would be interesting to go back and do that.
So nice, Oscar, of you.
Yes. Much enjoyed that. Thank you.
Now, you know what? Since
Grandma Joanne. Welcome in, Grandma Joanne. Nice to see you.
All right. So I'm going to open up Steel Austin just to compare. Nice little pop. Oh, I need to do that again.
Oh.
I'm going to do this one to Jer since he just was with us at Gatlinburg. So, yes. Jer, I'm going to pop this Steel Austin to you. It's been open for us. I was a little weak, but still good. I must compare this to the Garrison brothers. This is a.
I gotta get some water.
This is a cask strength I got to get the Bill Coleman light out.
I gotta grab some more water, guys. I'll be right back.
It's 118 proof.
Okay. There he goes.
So that's good. He's here. So we're going to try him. We're going to try this
We heard him over here.
Nashville Bourbon Barrel Company, number 2. This was Marshall's pick.
That's right, Bill.
Because Alyssa's was much better.
Roger Randall, welcome in. Good to see you this evening.
Me too, Bill. I love Clint.
Roger's here.
Where's Roger? Hey, Roger.
He's here.
Thanks for coming in, Roger. One of my Patreon members.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome, guys. You guys just keep me going. Keep me going for sure. Oh, he says number 2's hers. Okay, so this one's better than yours.
Oh, well, wait. He said, Marshall said, wait. That is Alyssa's pick. Ha, ha, ha.
I think he's not. Oh, and Marshall sent me a picture of his son watching one of my videos.
Oh,
and I was like,
Scott.
So Jer says I'm just like Clint Eastwood, but I think I'm more like Barney.
Marshall said his was way better. Scott just learned this week that Wyatt Earp was born an hour from where him and Christy live. Say hi to Christy, by the way, Scott. In Monmouth, Illinois.
Wow.
And you can now stay in his childhood home.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. You know, my grandmother, she used to call me when I was in high school and I'd have a mustache or whatever, because back in the day, that was cool. I mean, Tom Selleck was on, so I had a mustache, only a mustache. And my grandmother would always call me Wyatt Earp, always. And this was like, all right, Wyatt Earp, she'd say. And that was before the movie came out, Tombstone. So we got to drink TX. We're going to try one of these, then we're going to try TX, then we're going to pass out. Then we might try the Southern Collective when we wake up. Let's try one of these. All
right.
We're going to try Nashville Barrel Company. Marshall, you can share if you know anything about it, like the barrel proof. I don't know.
Oh, they were.
Oh,
they were very well versed in it.
Yeah,
when they went down there, they had such a good time doing this. And there it is. You can see
Nashville Barrel Company, number 2.
We tried. Yeah.
Ooh, that's got some proof on the nose. I'm trying to get up something else.
Oh, I got like, I don't know what it is tonight, but I got floral.
I got some smells, and now that I've smelled
like a yeasty floral.
It is bready.
Yeah.
It is. I got that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tasting it.
Almost like a buttery bread.
That is buttery. Gosh. Tina's right on.
Oh.
123.4. Yeah, it's definitely got some heat to it.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like you wouldn't think so on the nose. But then when you taste it.
Oh, no, I got the heat on the nose, too.
You did, but I got immediate, like, the first scent was sort of a floral, but then the yeast and the bread and the butter kicked in, which is not like what you would think hot is. Oh, wow, Jer. Okay. Yes, thank you and Kim both for joining us. It was so good to see you guys. We miss you guys. And good luck with your barbecue tomorrow.
3 briskets and
wow.
It's like we shouldn't have gone out to dinner. We should have just bought a grill and make Jared cook us some stuff.
We could have just done that all day long.
Jared's guys there is so great.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen our video, one of the
go
latest in Gatlinburg, we got to spend the day with Jared and Kim and got to meet them. It was so nice.
Yeah. Just great people.
Just hanging out. Jared made us breakfast and it was absolutely amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And it was their anniversary. So shout out again. Happy anniversary, guys.
Yes. And then he gave me a bottle of 40 Creek that I found out that bottle's worth like a couple $1,000. So I'm just going to keep that. Times get hard. It's hard for me to open up some bottles. Like that was a special edition. And it's hard for me to open that. I know I shouldn't, but I've always been like a collector, not much of a drinker.
Right.
So that's kind of crazy.
It is true.
Oh, Allison said seeing the 4 of you together in that video was awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. So this is like those if you on Christmas time you get those tins of the butter, all the butter cookies. That's what this is like. It's like butter cookies. Some even have like some cinnamon on them. That's what this is right here.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
So this was really Alyssa's pick, Marshall.
That was good. I can't remember how good the other one was. I have to revisit them both.
We'll have to do a side by side for those.
Yeah. But now since Scott, you still here? Yeah, no doubt. He's getting it.
He is.
Wait for me. I'll go with you. Just cook for me and Scott. Heck with the 100 people.
No doubt.
So since this is we're going to do this cork pull to Scott Lungwitz since this is TX and he's a Patreon member. Oh, and we did the screw top to Marshall.
Yes.
So anyway, I bet this has a good pull. It does.
Ooh,
wow.
Very good.
I mean, I've only drank a little bit. Now that has that strong Texas.
Oh, good night, Heather. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Heather.
It was so nice of you to come in.
Guys, if we missed anything, your chat or your comment, I apologize because Tina should have got that.
Just yell at Walt.
Bill will tell you it's Tina's fault.
Bill. And by the way, the other night when he was chatting,
we need to change the subject.
Saying that I wasn't opening my gift and stuff like that. I said, you wait. I'm going to tell Bill that you're picking on me. And he was, Bill. Just saying.
Tina, Allison will tell you I never pick on you.
Allison knows.
What's the proof on that, honey? Put your reading glasses on. Boy, we miss Lance loving Tina's reading glasses.
Oh, I know. 100 proof.
100 proof. Single
barrel.
And it has that funk, like that Texas funk, major big time. On this
TX Texas straight bourbon whiskey bottled in bond. 100 proof. Firestone and Robertson Distilling Company.
It must have been, Bill, it must have been somebody at work because that wasn't me. I don't know. Oh, Scott says, oh, I've not had that single barrel. Okay. Well, shoot, I need to remind me, Scott, what next time I head out to Vegas, I'll put that in my car. And if y'all are there, we'll drink it. All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
What are you getting on the nose?
Funk. Wow, that's got like a. I can't figure it out.
I'm getting like
It's very sweet.
it's sweet and oaky.
It's sweet with. It's almost like a. Well, I think the sweetness is like a molasses sweetness, which is a little bit bitterness too. Like it's sweet, and then you got that bitterness, like that thick molasses.
Yeah.
Alyssa said, full disclosure, they pick on each other. I'm just the mediator. Well, Walt, the gig is up. It was you, and you better stop picking on
Oh, gosh, Bill.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you, Bill. And Allison, she's just being so nice and neutral.
Yeah, that's definitely like this molasses. It's like bamboo. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but it tastes like bamboo.
Bamboo.
It's like a bamboo oak thing.
A bamboo oak?
Or maybe it's cottonwood, since Texas got some cottonwoods down there. Something like that.
All right. I'll go with that.
So anyway.
Although I've never tasted a cottonwood barrel.
It's a pretty good. Yeah, I think it was aged in cottonwood.
Instead of oak.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I would seep right through. He's gonna send us some Mad Dogs 2020.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh, Bill.
That would definitely be one that I would just add to the collection.
That's probably worse, than the Lord. Could possibly be.
All right, we got
the Lord.
That was pretty good. I forgot what I scored that before. Let me look. See what I scored that before.
So we opened that before, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I scored it though. I mean, I'm gonna check and see.
I don't know. Well, thank you, Neil, for lurking and hanging out.
Ooh, I gave it a 67. So, which means it is a daily drinker and good mixer. I don't know if I'd mix it. I would drink it daily. I don't know. It might be a good mixer. You know, it might make a decent old fashioned with like a little different taste.
Maybe, yeah.
So I gave it a 67.
Yeah, why not?
I could see it getting a little higher than that, maybe.
I feel like I like.
But when I look at like
I did the last time.
Yeah, I think I do too. I don't think it's quite as good as the Basil Hayden Dark Rye or a 1792, but it's probably better. It's better than Old Forester 86.
That's not one of my favorite Old Foresters, but
so I could probably bump that up to like a 68. That's what I'm gonna do. I just gave it a bump because I think I like that a little bit better than I first tried.
How about that? We'll have to do like a live where we revisit some in the 60s or so to see if they are worthy of a bump. A bump or a
decline.
Yeah,
that'd be a good video. All right.
I know, Bill. I remember that because of your picture. Either we saw it on Neil's or yours one.
And it's on my community page. So you'll see Neil Macedo and Bill Coleman.
And we were jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And also, too, Bill, forgive me. I didn't know this, and Walt may have known this. I know you were in Vegas about I don't know, a few weeks ago, the same time PJ and Andy and Penny's were there.
Really?
Yes, because in PJ's video, which I didn't know that you were there because I hadn't gotten to see Mark's live streams and stuff. And in one of PJ's videos, they were on Fremont Street and they were saying hi to Mark. And there was Bill sitting right beside of Mark.
Really?
And I didn't realize you were there that week, Bill. And I am so sorry. If I had known that, I would have made a better effort to get to the lives. But
we'll have to build up Bill's cash.
Sorry.
We'll have to build up Bill's Cash-Apps and then go to Vegas. So
yes. Yes.
That's right.
And perhaps a little venture out to Culver City if Bill's not in Vegas.
Marshall, you don't need to send me anything, and I need to send you some stuff first. So I got to do that. Yes. I got to go through and pick out some of my favorite things and send to you.
Yeah.
And also, I'm restarting the Christmas thing, which I'm kind of leery to do that because it takes so much work.
It is a lot of work on him.
Yeah, I have to edit almost every day.
Yeah,
and
it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, so
we're trying.
But Marshall's going to be in that. I'd love to see some of my members. If y'all are members and want to join on that, that'd be awesome. Bourbon School's going to do it. Midlife Ride, Dell and Paula McKenzie, some like top-notch people. Who else did you say?
Scott and Christy.
Scott and Christy. Did I invite y'all, Scott and Christy? Because I want you to do it again.
Out the
invites,
so
Scott, we need another clip from you and Christy because y'all's was good last time.
It was awesome.
And anybody else? Allison did one last year, so she might have to do another one.
It was year before last, but
yes, because I had to take a year off. I couldn't do it again. But I feel like I can maybe pull it off this year. And maybe Roger. There's Cheers, Roger. Maybe he can do a video for us. And Oscar
and Kim and Jared.
So Kim and Jared. I think I already invited Kim and Jared.
Probably did.
Yeah. So I'll be asking y'all about that. And
giving you the details.
Yeah, giving you the details. We want to try to have it in by November 15th, somewhere around there. So, but we're going to get off of here right now. It's been long enough, and we sure had a good time. We got one more. But I think we've had enough. We're going to do this next one, Marshall.
On the next time.
Southern Collective Single Barrel.
We're just
Well, we've had a lot of pours.
We have.
So we better stop.
A lot of tastings, which was very enjoyable. Again, Oscar, thank you so much. Thank you, Marshall and Alyssa. We've been, we'll do that last one pretty soon. But thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oscar, for that. We really enjoyed Texas. Hope y'all enjoyed the little Texas Western theme, even though thanks to Marshall, we threw in that chimney rock, which was the last of the Mohicans.
But that's Western.
It is, and it's fitting for
kind of Western.
Just what happened
Frontiersman
there in North Carolina. So
exactly. Yeah, we did enjoy for sure. He said, "I feel the pain having lots of sports."
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess that's it. We're going to end this tonight and keep everybody that's affected by these storms in your prayers.
Yes.
I'm devastated by that chimney rock news. I did not know that's going on. That's so sad. And I hate to hear the story about what happened in Craig County.
Yeah.
The Gatlinburg area, that's sad too.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Allison says, y'all have a great night. And I I know if you want to be a part of just go back and watch the 2022 Christmas videos. You'll see I had intro clips from lots of people. If you want to be part of that, send me an email. But I'm going to be inviting some people too. So I've already probably invited about 10 or 12 people. So we still got about 10 or 12 days left. So let me know if you want to do it. Thanks, Steve. He just lurks.
Yeah.
And thanks for the magazine, Steve. That's so cool.
He sips on his bourbon and smokes his cigar.
Yeah, he
just
does.
Enjoys the show.
And we're going to have Steve on one of these because y'all need to meet Steve. He's a cool guy.
Yes.
Very cool.
He knows his bourbons and his cigars.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And always keep it squatchy.
Bye, guys.